Hi, this is Larry Namer, probably best known as the co-founder of Entertainment Television, the global TV network, which is now in, God, 142 countries and arguably the biggest influence of pop culture in the world. When Alan and I started Entertainment Television, people look at it now because it's in, like I say, in 142 countries, but they don't realize that it literally took us 3.5 years to raise the first dollar for it. And when we came up with the idea, we thought we were really smart. And we wrote a business plan, and we would talk to people, and they go, it's an interesting idea, but people can't start TV networks. You have to be Fox, you have to be Disney, you have to be Time Warner. And literally, it took us 3.5 years to raise the first dollar because everybody said, look, you're not Rupert Murdoch, you're not Ted Turner. You shouldn't waste your time on this because you'll never be able to start a TV network. What was interesting about E, particularly in the early days, it wasn't so much about the shows, but it was really about the environment we created. I liken it when I was a kid. I grew up with this thing called the Mickey Mouse Club, and you never really knew what was going to be on when you came home from school, but you knew you liked to spend time with that channel and those people. And we kind of fashioned E to be the same thing. You didn't have to know you had to be home at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night to watch certain things. The hosts were there, you got to know the hosts, and you just liked the environment. So it was much more the environment that people were attracted to as opposed to individual shows. There were very few surprises. I mean, one of the major ones that I just loved when I went to China was the fact that they had multi-generation families. Here in the U.S., most kids grow up, they don't even know their grandparents. In China, you had two sets of parents, you had the one child policy, so you had two sets of parents and one, and then grandparents taking care of one kid, not just financially, but also emotionally. And I found that incredibly refreshing because it kind of opened up the kind of things that I wanted to do on television that would kind of be out of place in the US, but were perfectly in place in China. Now with technology, Hollywood is really, you got to think of it more as a measure of qualitativity, a measure of creativity, but it's not the geographic place you have to be. I mean, quite honestly, today I could take my iPhone, which is probably better quality than the cameras we were able to buy when we started E. So really don't think of being a Hollywood being this place you have to be. You can make great content anywhere in the world today. There's a TV show called Return to Dafutsun, Return to the Village of Good Fortune. So I wrote the story, and it ended up going 72 episodes in China and got nominated at the Asia TV Awards. And it was the only sitcom from China that was nominated that year. So the irony is the funniest TV show in China is written by a guy from New York.